Sometimes I think I'm just the dumbest person in the world. Yeah. So, the dating edition, right? Yeah, I know I've been gone for a little while. I kind of haven't had any inspiration to talk about. But now, after this dating scene that I've been doing, and I'm still dating, but the starting part of dating, I'm going to take y'all back to December. So back in December, I get a DM from somebody I know, somebody I kind of knew personally back from Miles. And first of all, I'm just going to put this out there. I'm finna stop being a hopeless romantic. That shit is for the birds, okay? Hopeless romantics don't do nothing but get hurt, okay? Hurt. Anyway, back to the point at hand. So, we're talking. He, of course, DMs me and was like, hey, if I was your man, you wouldn't have any problems. And I'm like, I never even knew you even wanted to be my man. But okay, I'll bite. First mistake. I should have left his ass on red. That's the first thing. I should have left his ass on red. Want me to tell you why? Because like the hopeless romantic I am, I fell for it. He was, filling my head up with all this chit chat. Like, oh, if I was your man, I would love to be there for you. And you don't have to worry about your heart being broken. You ain't got to worry about none of that. Because I always, Carmen, had something for you. You know, I lit up like a Christmas tree when he said that part. That always get me. Carmen, I always had something for you. I always had something for you. So, we talk nonstop for like weeks. I talk to him every day, nonstop for weeks. FaceTime, text messages, regular phone calls. One day he says, so when are you going to come to Huntsville and see me? I was like, I don't know. You know, I'm moving, so I don't know. And he was like, well, if I send you the money, will you come up here? Hell yeah. The fuck? Now, I've never driven that far before. I've never, nonstop. I've never driven that far nonstop. And I also did it so late at night that you would be scared to drive at night. I'm a dummy. I know. Just keep listening. I'm dumb. But before I get to Huntsville, though, we've always had, these conversations. He's told me everything. He tells me everything. Also, I probably won't date men with kids too fast. No disrespect or anything. Just, he kind of ruined it a little bit. So, I talked to him. He's a special case because he was a special case because he lived in Huntsville, but his kids lived elsewhere with their mom. And he would tell me about how she did them and, oh, my baby mama be cussing me out. I'm just trying to take care of my kids. I love my kids. I'm a good dad. The baby mama just hate me because I don't want to be with her. She's making me miserable. I can't pay all my child support. And me being the supportive person that I am, I'm like, it's okay. I'm sure she doesn't really mean any harm. Maybe you should talk to her about lowering your payments if you can't afford it. I'm just trying to be supportive. And I ask all my friends who got kids, I'm like, why after talking to him for 2 or 3 weeks, I feel like I'm losing him already? Why I feel like I'm losing him? I was like, what is going on? I feel like the baby mom is winning and I haven't even got deep yet. She's winning. Because he would tell me about how the baby mom would call and be like, oh, I just want our family to be together and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm just like, bitch, I'm with him. Also telling him that since she's not from where, well, was she? I don't remember. Fuck it. But she's tired of taking care of just them two kids by herself. Don't know, ain't nobody down there to help her. He left her down there to move to Huntsville to better himself. And she wants him to move her to Huntsville. And I'm like, how you gonna do this when you got somebody that you dating? I'm like, how you gonna move her to Huntsville? Is she trying to live with you? Like, what? And he just like, no, I wouldn't let her do that. With me and you together, why would I let her live with me? I'm like, he fucking her. He's still fucking her. When he go down there to visit them kids, he's sticking his dick in her. Cause ain't no way in hell. Ain't no way in hell. When you go down to where you see kids at, ain't no way in hell she want her family to be there, be together, or she want you to move to Huntsville and all that stuff like that if she not fucking you. That's something I never understand. How come when the father or the mother don't want to be with the other partner, why they just can't move on? Why they want to make the ex person miserable? Why they just can't move on and date elsewhere? Please text me your comments on that. Not text me, chat me your comments on that note. But I just never understand why it's so hard for them to move on. You would think if he moved to a whole nother city, he don't want to be with you. So why would you want to try to entice him by try to force his hand to be with them, by making him miserable? He feel like the only way to get out of misery is by being with you. Oh, my payments will be lowered, or I probably won't even have it at all if I just be with her, or if I drop a dick off in her. Or same thing with the mom, well, maybe he'll stop, lurking on my page or texting me all types of nights or da-da-da-da-da-da if we just make our little relationship work while I'm trying to move on with my life. I never could understand that. I always had a philosophy on, I would never force nobody to be with me. Never. It's plenty of dudes out here in this world. I would never force nobody to be with me. Never. But anyway, I'm off subject. So, I goes to Huntsville. We hang out and all that stuff like that. Have a good time. I mean, we like each other. So, and then I come home. And when I get home, we talking about some things. I just had a little midlife, not even a midlife crisis, but a little epiphany where I felt like I needed to relax. I needed to step back from what's going on between me and him. And I did. I stepped back for a week, and then I reached back out because I missed him. And so he's acting all dry. That probably was my fault. And I had the nerve to get mad about him being dry to me. But I don't know. I'm a Virgo. I don't give a damn. You can't do shit to me. I can only do it to you. You can't do it to me. But anyway, I wanted him to snap out of being dry. But his reasoning for being dry, actually, because he was just I got a new job, and I really kind of wanted my mind to be clear. I'm kind of glad you wanted to take that break because I just got a job offer. And I was like, oh, okay. And he was just yeah, but it's in Minnesota, though. And I was like, okay, you act like that's a problem. You in Huntsville. It's already long distance. And he was just but it's in Minnesota, though. He's and I don't want me to make my mind up based off of you. And I was like, what you mean? I'm encouraging you to take the job. That's stupid. And he just like, I still don't want you or my baby mama to influence me anyway. I was like, baby mama? Why would she be influencing you? Like, you're not with her. But then I had to step back. I was like, she is the mother of his children. So, of course she has a voice. She's the mother. And I thought back to when my friends told me, like, you're never going to win against the baby mom. I was like, why? Why? Why I can't win? Shit. But anyway, yeah. So obviously I didn't win because he's in Minnesota with his kids and the mother. Yeah. Fuck you.